I'm Kimberly Allen. I am the founder of Jordan's Room. We are a nonprofit organized to support families who have children that are dealing with mental illness, substance use, behavior challenges. And so today here we're going to interview a couple of our guests as they share their stories. I have here with me today Desiree.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here.
Desiree, tell us about your son, whatever you would like to share about your son.
Okay. So my son Jordan is 21. He is um he's my middle child, typical middle child, middle son rather. Um he's amazing. But he did have a fentanyl journey, and that kind of changed all our lives. He is off of the fentanyl now. Christmas was a year, but his journey with fentanyl completely changed us, and I just want to be here to help others through their journey too.
Awesome. And I relate to you so much, Desiree, because you know my Jordan transitioned from fentanyl poisoning. And I know what it's like to have a son that's dealing with substance use. Um, so tell us about Jordan. Who is he beyond the struggles that he's dealing with right now?
I'm real glad you asked that because he is not his addiction.
Mhm.
He is sorry.
It's okay.
Jordan is he's kind and caring. He loves he loves dogs. He's a dad. Um he's my neatest child. Oh my goodness. My other two boys, sorry guys, but they are messy. My Jordan, he's clean and neat and everything is in order. Um he's just a kind soul. He just got
Oh,
led the wrong way at some point.
yeah.
I don't know how, exactly. Well, I mean, I know how he got on fentanyl, but when it started before that, I'm not really sure.
Yeah. Same for me with my Jordan, I have no idea of how, because with him, he thought he was taking a Percocet pill and it was laced with fentanyl. And I do
Oh.
recall times when he would say, Mom, take a Percocet pill for a headache. And
Mhm.
so just really how those things were really introduced to him,
Yeah.
I don't know the genesis of that.
And just like your son, so many other kids and adults too, they don't know that they're
Mhm.
taking it. That's what makes it so dangerous.
Yes, so dangerous, so
Hmm.
dangerous. So tell us, what does it mean to be his mother? What does that mean to you?
Oh, well, it's everything. I'm a mom. I have 5 kids and 4 grandkids, and it means everything to me. Um, but I struggled so hard with the stigma of being his
Mhm,
mother. It was
mhm,
such a stigma. I don't know if it was real stigma or my own. Like, I think everybody thinks I'm a horrible mom because my son got on drugs. I don't know if they thought that, but
mhm.
as you know, you
Yeah,
think that as
yeah,
a mom.
we do.
We automatically think, what did I do wrong?
Yes, we
That's it.
have those thoughts. Yes,
Hmm.
we do. Yes,
But through this journey, I realized that it's not us, and I want other parents to know it is not you.
right.
It is not you. Nobody's
Mhm,
perfect.
yeah.
We only do our best.
Because you can do all the right things.
Yes.
You
All
know,
the
you
right
can
things.
you can tick all the boxes,
Hmm.
and yet still, you could have the same lived experience.
Exactly.
And so definitely we have to, as parents, just not, release ourselves from shame
Yes.
and guilt.
Yes. Oh my
That
gosh.
is so important to
Yes.
release ourselves from shame and guilt.
I
Yes,
hope that if anybody's watching that they know this. It is not your fault. That
yes,
is the biggest thing I want to get out today.
yes, absolutely, yes.
Hmm.
So when did you realize that he might be struggling?
I can't pinpoint it exactly, but I can tell you I knew deep down before
Mm,
I admitted I knew.
mm,
I you
mm,
have that mother's gut intuition.
mhm,
So
mhm,
I can't tell you age 13, 14 when you start
mhm,
smoking weed or whatever,
mhm.
but I felt it, but I didn't want to know it. And I
Okay.
wanted to believe him. when he was,
Mm,
just taking a Xanax just because I'm just stressed out. Mine just need one Xanax or
mhm.
something. Or I knew it was becoming an addiction, but I wanted to believe him.
Yeah, we
And I
do.
think that
Mhm,
is so true for so many parents. I have a friend who's going through that right now. She's believing her son
mhm.
and he's telling her all these things. And I'm like, I I literally lived through this. You
Yeah.
watched me live through this. Please nip it in the bud now.
Mhm.
But she doesn't want to believe it. It's kind of like when, women go through something like say their husband's cheating on them or something. They know it, but they don't want to believe it.
Right. It's
It
hard.
is.
Yeah.
So, and you don't want to believe that about your kid. But
Yeah.
if there's any question, I'd want parents to definitely you go with your gut.
Yeah.
Go with your gut.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
didn't go
Yeah.
with my gut
Yeah.
quick enough.
I definitely that resonates with me. Is definitely there were. I knew my son was struggling.
Mhm.
Honestly, but I didn't want to. I had no idea of the depth
Yeah.
of his struggles. And so yeah, that definitely does resonate with me. So what made you, comfortable with or just opening up about what's going on with Jordan?
Well, that's a really good story. So in the beginning, I was just wallowing, just literally wallowing in my own sorrow and pity and what
Mhm,
do I do? And I did everything wrong.
mhm,
I did everything wrong.
mhm,
And then one day I decided to start going to meetings
mhm,
and I went to NA meetings, open
mhm,
NA meetings where it would
mhm.
be the families along with the people in addiction.
Okay.
And I got so many different sides of the story.
Mm,
And I learned so much there, so much from these people,
mm,
even ex addicts
mhm,
who had been through it. And I
mhm.
learned how to treat my son. I learned not to give him, if you don't stop, I'm not doing this for you. It doesn't work, you know?
That's really good that you share that.
Yes.
Wow.
It
Because I'm sure
doesn't
that may
work.
be a mother doing that exact same thing right now, or
Oh,
a parent
they are.
doing
They
that
are.
exact same thing right now.
That
Yes.
will never work.
Yeah.
So I started doing that and I started educating myself about addiction because I didn't
Mhm.
understand it. And when you understand it, you realize that you can't just do those things.
Yeah.
And then I started volunteering on the Never Use Alone hotline. And
Mhm.
have you ever heard of that? Never Use
No,
Alone?
I've never heard of that. No.
So when people use drugs alone, that's when they die.
Mhm.
So on the hotline, people can call us and we're 24/7, 365. They
Mhm.
call us and we sit on the phone with them while they use drugs. And we don't judge them. We don't try to push them into treatment. We just literally
Just
talk to them, make sure they're okay, make sure they don't die. If they overdose, we call 911.
mhm.
And but I had the most amazing calls with these people on this phone. And it's not the people who you would normally think, like, it's I'm gonna finger quote here, the junkies in the street and the
Mm,
derelicts. I hate
mhm.
those words, but it's your dentist who's in his parking lot on his lunch
You're
hour
sharing a
smoking
lot right
fentanyl.
now.
Clergymen, I have talked to college students. We had a 15-year
Mm,
old caller, a regular caller.
mm.
It was so sad, but the thing is, he knew enough to call the hotline to keep himself alive,
Yeah,
and that's
that's
what harm reduction is. We just try to keep people alive.
yeah.
Now, when they want treatment, we got all the resources that they have,
Mhm. Mhm.
but pushing someone into it never works.
Yeah,
That's
it
why these
never will.
hotlines,
Yeah,
yeah.
it never will.
That's
Yeah.
why these hotlines work so well. So I got an education from there too, from all these people who are in active addiction, because we talk for hours at a time because they're
Mhm.
doing their drugs.
Mhm.
And I tell them my story. They tell me their story, and we get to know these people very well because it's all anonymous. So
Mm.
people open up to you.
Yeah.
So I learned so much from them.
Yeah. So what you kind of share some of what you would think about what do you wish people would understood about families impacted by substance use? What do you think?
I wish they would understand that it's not a character flaw of the
Mhm.
parent or the child.
That's really good, Desiree, because
It's
that
not.
that's exactly the frame of mind that people have
Yes.
about families and children and individuals dealing with substance use.
Absolutely. It is not a character flaw. People I've talked to on the phone, I mean, they tell me all the time, my parents were so loving. My parents gave me everything. Not all of them, but some
Right.
of them have said,
Yes.
I had a great life.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody ever abused me. But here I
Mm-hmm.
am boofing heroin, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Yeah.
And and then I've talked to the people too who had horrible childhoods and do it. So it doesn't discriminate. So I want people to know that it is not a character flaw. It can happen to anyone.
Yeah.
Absolutely anyone.
Yeah. It's definitely good to ensure that families know,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
So tell me, I know this is difficult to deal with a child that's dealing with substance use. And I know that can carry weight. Tell me, how do you balance loving your son and also protecting your own well-being at the same time?
That was hard in the beginning.
Okay.
But what I did was
Tell us.
I turned my pain into purpose
Yeah.
and I made my own outreach program. I
Yes.
decided if I can't help my son, because at the time I didn't think I could. If I
Oh,
can't help my
oh,
son, I can help someone else. And I poured my heart into my outreach program. And I know I'm living in my purpose because it just took off. It was literally a year ago this month when I started it. And I don't ever want another mother to go through what I did,
mhm,
to just be floundering, not knowing where to go, what to do. So I have an
mhm.
outreach program. I have a hotline of my own,
Okay.
but it's a resource hotline. It's not like the Never Use Alone. I
Mm,
still volunteer with them. I have a blog. I speak. I go around the country speaking wherever anyone will have me
mm,
at conventions and things. And that's how I do it. You turn your pain into purpose.
okay.
And that might not be everyone's purpose.
Mhm,
Pick something that you are passionate about and pour yourself into it. I am passionate about helping other mothers deal with and fathers deal with what I did
that's really
and to get
good.
past it.
That's
But whatever is your thing, do it.
yeah. And so that definitely it to even get to that point, it takes strength.
Yeah.
Tell us about what this experience has taught you about strength.
Oof. Taught me that I am definitely stronger than I thought I was.
Mhm,
I never thought I could overcome any of this.
mhm,
But through my son's journey, I have helped so many other people, and that gives you more strength. When you're out there helping other people and you do
mhm.
something for somebody else, it helps you. And I've met so many amazing people on this journey, just like you.
Thank
And
you.
I was
You're
so
such a
glad to have
blessing
met you.
yourself.
And, I think everybody has it in them. They just don't
Mhm.
think they do.
Yeah,
But when you have to do it, you will.
yeah.
And you have to, self care is so important.
Truly is.
You have to, that they taught me in the rooms, in the NA meetings, you have to take care of yourself first. So I realized if I didn't take care of myself, I couldn't take care of my son.
Yeah.
And he's been up and down. He's been off of the fentanyl, but then he got on the kratom, 7-hydroxy that they sell in the gas stations, which is my next big thing. And getting off of that was worse than fentanyl, worse than
Oh,
fentanyl.
wow.
So I'm trying to lead the way in getting Georgia to get that out of the places, but it's a struggle because it's not just I just want to go out there and do drugs and get high. It's mental health.
It is.
He's depressed. He's
It's
got
mental health.
depression.
That's the root
Hmm.
of it. Yes. Yeah.
So you got to get to the root of it.
Yes.
And even though my son is off of drugs now, I don't think we've truly gotten to the root of it.
Mm.
And that's a whole other story because of the mental health profession.
Yeah.
And we can go on for days about that, but we're trying.
Yeah.
Every day, just take it one day at a time. If you're the mother or if you're the person in addiction,
Yeah.
one day at a time.
Yeah. That's really good, Desiree. Definitely. Tell us what does support look like for you as a parent?
How do I support him?
How could others come along and support you as a parent with a
Oh.
child dealing with substance use challenges?
Don't judge.
Okay.
Don't
Mhm.
judge. Don't judge the parent. Don't judge the
Mhm.
the person in addiction. Um, and just love them unconditionally.
Yeah.
And you can love somebody from afar.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
true.
when I stopped trying to control my son and started loving him and telling him, I love you, I'll do anything for you, but I can't, you know, I can't see you. You
Yeah.
know, you cannot call me if you need money.
Oh, yeah.
Um, but I love you and I will feed you.
Right.
I will not buy you drugs. I'll wash your clothes, whatever it is. So, but still let them know that they're human. Every human deserves to live.
Yeah.
Every addict out there, every person on the street is somebody's mother, father, sister, brother,
Mhm.
and they deserve dignity.
Yeah. Absolutely. I love that definitely because before my son transitioned, we definitely had times where he was just really just out in the street, just doing the different things.
Hmm.
And sometimes you just have to, have those boundaries and
Yes.
say, I love you, these are the things that are, because he still lived with me at a time. These are things that are permitted in my home, and these are things that are not permitted,
Yes.
And so I love that you shared that.
Yes.
So tell me, on your hardest days, what has kept you going
Oh, my faith,
in your faith? Okay,
100%.
absolutely, yes.
I couldn't have done this without God.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and I think it's made my faith stronger.
yeah,
I
yeah,
really do. I
yeah.
think, you know, every bad
Mhm.
thing in your life is another opportunity to pray. And
Right,
I look at it like that. So if something bad happens today, don't say, "Oh, I'm so mad this happened." Look, I just got another opportunity to pray harder than I did before.
absolutely.
That's what kept me going.
Yeah, and it's definitely that turning pain into
Yes.
purpose. Absolutely,
Yes.
and I agree wholeheartedly. Just like relying on God for that strength
Yes.
in those difficult times.
Nobody else can give you that.
No,
No amount
no,
of support.
no, not in human.
A human. Mm-mm.
No,
They
no.
can, they can be around you and rally and they can do things, but you
Mhm,
have to have that spiritual, no matter who your higher power is,
mhm.
mine's God.
Yeah,
Um, but whoever, you
yeah,
need that.
yeah, yeah. So tell us, what does "Together We Heal" mean to you?
Oh, oh gosh, it's so much. You can't heal by yourself,
Mhm,
period.
mhm.
You need a community, you need groups, you
Absolutely.
need
Yes.
whatever it might be different for some people, but for me, definitely those groups. And then the people I'm meeting along the way, like you,
Mhm,
Frederica,
mhm.
getting together, putting our organizations together and finding even more people to help,
Right,
you know,
right,
because I can do so much, you can do so much, she can do so much, but together, oh
right.
my gosh, we're
The
whipping it all
compound
over the
effect,
place.
yes,
Yes. So definitely the sense of community.
absolutely, yeah. Because what people don't understand is that when you're with mental illness and substance use, that individual that's struggling there, it doesn't when they leave their home, it goes with them into every environment that they enter.
Everyone.
And so it's going to impact every place that they enter, every person that they interact with.
Yes. Their
That
doctor,
yes,
their job,
jobs,
if they have one,
yes,
or the lack of getting a
the
job,
job,
everywhere they go, they are judged. If they go to the
yes,
emergency room with a
right,
broken arm,
right,
oh, but he's a drug seeker and we can't give anything for his broken arm, They're absolutely judged.
right,
And I
yes,
I feel like it's my job to come in here and if I can change one person's mind about judging someone, you know,
yeah,
judge not lest ye be judged.
absolutely right.
So I feel like when I'm able to walk on water, I'll judge somebody. Until then,
Yeah,
not gonna do it.
right. There was only one individual that we know of that walked on water,
Yes,
correct?
ma'am.
Yeah.
So
So
I will place no judgment.
yeah, that's right. So absolutely, community, right? Together We
Hmm.
Heal is so about community and supporting one another. So in every environment where we have an opportunity to show up well, to be the empathy,
Yes.
support, and love, that's exactly what we're wanting to happen. Yeah,
Can I give you a quick story?
sure.
This is exactly on that topic. So on the Never Use Alone hotline, I talked to a girl named Heather, and she always gives
Hmm.
me permission to share her story.
Hmm.
So the first time I talked to her, we talked for 2 hours, and she did fentanyl 9 times, 9 times in her closet. The first time. So we were on the phone for 2 hours, got to know her very well. She became a regular caller. All of the operators loved her. We saw something in her she didn't see, but everybody wanted to talk to Heather when she called. She called 4 or 5 times a day.
Hmm.
Heather eventually, nobody pushed her. We just poured into her. We just loved her.
Mm.
Eventually, Heather got on methadone, and eventually she got off of methadone, off of fentanyl. Heather is now, she did her CNA, she finished it. She
Awesome.
finished her phlebotomy. She
Wow.
is drug free completely. She has a amazing boyfriend. She's raising her daughter, and she always attributes it to us because we were her literal only friends. If she didn't have that hotline, that lifeline, that community, I
Mhm.
don't know where she would be. But we never, said, hey, maybe you shouldn't do drugs. We just
Mhm.
loved her unconditionally,
Mhm.
literally. And so Heather and I are going to meet next month. They are doing a documentary about the Never Use Alone hotline, and they're showing it in North Carolina. And her and I are going to meet for the first time. But she is on my board. We are like best friends. We talk almost every day. And that's just an amazing success story of what unconditional love can do.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is so, so, so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's, I love that story. I love
It's
that. I
my
love
favorite
that.
story. I
I
love her
love
so
that.
much.
You know, it's absolutely an ecosystem. And
Yes.
so,
Yes.
I love that. So we're going to take it back to your son. If your son could hear this today, what would you want him to know?
I'd want him to know that I love him so unconditionally. No matter what he does or has done, it does not define him. And I want him to
Mm,
know that he is young enough that he can get past this
yeah,
and use his test for a testimony. You know,
absolutely.
this I think it happened to him for a reason.
Yeah.
And so many of his peers are not here today.
Mm.
Just like Quay, him and Quay used to play football together.
Did they?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Him and
wow.
Quay played football together. So they came up together. They knew each other.
Mm.
And it just went two different ways. And I told him, you were given that gift. You cannot, please do not waste it.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Help
Yes.
somebody else.
He will be a testimony.
Yeah.
He will be a testimony.
Yeah.
Mhm. Thank you, Desiree, so
Thank
much for
you.
coming on.
Thank you
Yes,
so much for having me.
thank you.